Most people think healing works like this: you understand your past, you journal about it, maybe you meditate a little bit, and then everything gets better. But contrary to popular belief, that's not actually how deep healing works. In fact, there are a few myths I see over and over in my work as a mental health therapist, and these myths tend to keep people stuck for years. So, today I'm going to share with you the top 5 myths that I see in my work with clients and what it actually takes to transform. By the way, I've created a awesome resource designed to help you find your blind spots and break through to experience deep transformational healing in your life. That's available to you in our free community on School. So be sure to check out the link for that. Okay. So, myth number 1. The first myth I want to share with you is all about insight. Some folks think that all you really need to heal is to understand the root causes of what went wrong or what the problem is. But I want to let you know insight alone is actually not enough. People often think that once they understand their trauma, once they uncover what happened in childhood, or they identify their patterns, that things will automatically change. In fact, sometimes that helps a little, but in reality, many people already know exactly why they react the way that they do, and they're still stuck in the same emotional loops. And that is because insight is important, but it's not enough to create transformation. In fact, I've kind of seen it work in the opposite direction. Sometimes knowing more leads us to feel bad about ourselves, adding guilt and shame to the equation when we know better, but we're not able to do better. So, insight is important, but it's not the whole thing. The next one is this idea that it really is just mindset, right? And so the second myth is that healing is mostly just about your mindset. Some people, when this happens, when they think it's about their mindset, they tend to double down on positive thinking, on affirmations, or trying to think differently. But emotional wounds aren't just stored in the mind, they live in the body. They live in your nervous system. They also live in your relationships and the community interactions, the societal interactions that you have. All of these things shape your specific relationship with who you are, how you see the world, how you move through the world, and how you heal. All right. And so, another thing that we don't talk about enough, but they live in our energetic patterns as well. And so, healing really is not a one dimensional thing, it's a multi dimensional thing. And we have to address multiple of those levels. So sometimes folks are like, oh, I know about this nervous system thing. And so they think it's all about nervous system regulation. So here's myth number 3. um, once people realize that the mindset thing isn't enough, they can sometimes swing to the other extreme and they say it's all about the nervous system. It's all about the body. And yes, the nervous system is incredibly important and can be very transformational, but body based work alone isn't the whole picture either, right? So the question becomes, what actually creates deep healing? And it's something much bigger. It's an approach that I call holistic mental health. That means looking at healing across multiple layers of your life: your mind, your body, your nervous system, your emotional world, your energy levels, the meaning that you make of it, the relationship, the environment. And when these pieces begin to work together, that's when real transformation starts to happen in your life. Okay? We have a few more myths for you. Myth number 4 is healing means avoiding emotional pain. So, the fourth myth is one of the most common. People oftentimes think healing just means feeling better all the time. And so they mistakenly begin to use that as the measure of success. If I'm not feeling good, or if I move towards something and it brings something that feels like pain or suffering, that means I've done the wrong thing. But real healing doesn't happen by avoiding pain. Healing actually happens when we allow ourselves to safely move through it, or courageously move through it. And so, what that means is learning how to process emotions that were once overwhelming in our lives in a way that your brain and your body can finally integrate. And so inside of our community, I have an 8-week course that folks are able to walk through, and it's all about how to safely move towards and learn to process those emotions that were once overwhelming in your life. Myth number 5, healing takes forever. So the fifth myth is about time. Some people believe that healing should be instant, and others believe that healing will take decades and decades and decades. We've heard this. Time heals all wounds. Just keep going and it'll be fine. And the truth is, though, when you have the right tools and support, your brain and your body are actually already wired to heal, and they are designed to do it faster than you might even imagine. All right. So your body is designed for repair. We're designed for integration. We are designed for growth. So if you ever feel stuck, or like you're doing everything right, but nothing's really changing, I want you to know there's nothing wrong with you. You may simply need a more holistic path to your healing. Okay. And so if this conversation resonates with you, I created a free resource that really walks you through the exact roadmap I use with my clients for deep transformational healing. And it's available to you inside of our free community for cycle breakers on School. And that's where we talk about all things holistic mental health, emotional healing, and what it actually takes to transform in your life. You can find the link below to join the community and access the resource. And if you're someone who's committed to becoming a cycle breaker in your family, in your community, in your life, listen, I'd love to see you there. That's all for now. Until next time, keep going. Your healing is in sight.